Stay tuned for the Joan Quinn Profiles. Joan served the state of California as a member on the Arts Council and on the Film Commission. She was formerly on the Architectural Commission and fulfilled 2 terms on the Fine Arts Commission for the city of Beverly Hills. As an editor for Andy Warhol's Interview magazine, Condé Nast Publications, and the Hearst Corporation, Joan covered the world of fashion, the mysteries of food, the excitement of theater, and the international art scene. She continues to find people who are on the cutting edge of their professions. Here's Joan Quinn.
Hi, I'm Joan Quinn, and welcome to the Joan Quinn Profiles. We're taping here at the Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building, and we're on Highland at Hollywood. Our guests are comedian, actor Kato Kaelin and singer, actress Jade Johnson. Actor, host, comedian, designer, Kato Kaelin was born and raised in Wisconsin, attended the University of Wisconsin, and graduated from Cal State Fullerton. You've seen him on TV, in commercials, and on the stage. He's been a whirlwind at all these fashion weeks lately around the United States, and his Kato Potato Slacker loungewear is the big topic at those places. When you...
I got to tell you real quickly, Joan.
I can't even ask you a question.
I'm 8 units shy at Cal State Fullerton. Still, they want me to go back there and finish my degree.
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
And I said, maybe I should get into fashion, which leads you into your first question. Joan Quinn, who I love.
Wait a minute, Kato. Why did you come to L.A. from Milwaukee and not go to Chicago, New York?
Well, that's a good question. What I did is, real quickly, I went on my first airplane ride back in high school with a friend of mine.
From Milwaukee?
Tim Ryder from Milwaukee. We ended up in California, and we went to a place called Redlands, California. And the first time I seen in my life a jacuzzi and a whirlpool, and there I'm going, I want to move here. And we kept looking for stars, and they go, there's nothing here in Redlands.
This is Redlands.
Didn't know it. Didn't know it. And I said, I love it, the weather. If you're from Milwaukee, which I love the state, but it's cold.
But
8
it's
months.
Beautiful. Redlands is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
The mountains.
But I was driving back and forth to L.A., and going, oh my God, it's insane! I've got to.
Oh, you mean from Redlands to LA?
Yeah. When I moved here, I said, this is where everybody is in acting.
Okay.
It's LA.
But people were acting in New York. Did you want to be an actor? Is that why you came?
Yeah, I had a TV show at Wisconsin, Eau Claire, when I did a show called Kato and Friends. And at the time, for that little market, it was very popular. And I said, I got to do bigger things. So I said, I have to go down to California.
Did you study acting at any of the schools?
I did theater, and I also theater and advertising were my majors.
Oh,
and
so you know how to push yourself.
I do. I know how to sell myself. That's it. I also know how to sell furniture. Do you need a couch?
No, I don't need a couch right now. Oh, couch potato.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the couch potato.
You're just leading me into all this stuff. I want to know a little bit more. If you were going to be an actor, Chicago, probably too cold?
Well, Chicago, I never thought about it. Because my first trip to California, I shouldn't say LA, I was sold.
Okay.
And now I understand why it's so overpopulated here.
Okay.
It's because everybody gets off the bus and says, I want to be a star.
Okay, but New York they go.
Yeah,
they want to be a star?
Yeah, I just think it was pretty much dependent on the weather. And
it was Redlands that brought you.
It was the hair,
Redlands.
And I looked like a surfer already. I said, California's the place you ought to be. So I packed up the truck and I moved to Beverly.
So what was
found it, baby.
So what was the big break then when you got here?
Well, honestly, the first audition in California, my very first audition, Joan, I'm not making this up. I got an agent. I landed a national Coca-Cola commercial. On my very first audition, I said, oh my God, this is so easy. And
was it a surfer dude?
No, it was just, I was playing a bit where it looked like I was drinking something in one of those makeup bars.
Oh.
I was cut out of the commercial.
Oh, no.
Then I got 3 more commercials. I was cut out of all of them. And then I started going, what is going on here? And these were at the time where national commercials would land you at least $100,000.
Right, that was
so I
fabulous.
kept getting cut out. And that was way before the trial. So my whole career was way before the OJ trial.
Okay, let's talk about the trial since you brought it up. So the commercials were way before that. I don't want to talk about it too much, but they call you America's favorite house guest. Does that lead into that?
Well,
the trial in a way?
They did that. People during that time, I would get so many different messages from people, and everywhere I would travel to another state said, you can crash on my couch, Kato. And people kept saying the word slacker. And then I remember in the movie with Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, the teacher would call him the biggest slacker. And I kept going, you know, slacker's probably a good thing, and it's hard work to be a slacker.
But at that time, no,
it was all the 80s. That was 84, 85.
It was right. So why do they call you America's favorite house guest? Because of the
I was
trial? Tell us what the trial was.
Well, the trial was I was a house guest. And then people started assuming with the OJ trial.
Okay, let's tell the audience, because this is going to be in parts unknown. Let's just go a little bit into that. So
well, I was in a big trial with the Homer Simpson. I'm sorry, OJ Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
I get those mixed up.
OJ Simpson. Okay.
And I was in that trial. And during that trial, I lived in one of the bungalows, and it was a house guest.
You were a witness.
I ended up being a witness in that famous trial.
Oh, but you were the house guest in one of the bungalows.
Well, I didn't call myself a house guest. It was a label given, a house guest.
Right.
I was just a guy who lived in the back, but people said he was the house guest, and the trial said house guest Kato, and that became kind of part of the vernacular in America.
Which, in a way, does lead into your line, slacker, which you mentioned. The word came up in the what? During that time.
Yeah, people would call me that, but I was associated with Rhonda Shear. Now, Rhonda I met long before the trial doing some stand-up, and I did a lot of hosting shows.
In the 80s?
Yeah. I did a hosting, and when I was hosting, not so much the stand-up, but hosting shows, and Rhonda was one of the comedians. So my relationship with Rhonda is way before the trial.
Right.
I'd seen her almost 20 years later. I said, Rhonda, I saw all the great things happening for you. She was the Forbes 5,000 Designer of the Year.
But she wasn't a designer. She was a stand-up like you.
No, but at the time I saw her again, I was reading up on her. Then I saw her again, and I knew all the information about Rhonda. And I never lost contact with Rhonda. I said, I have a great idea for a line of clothes. I told the slacker within an hour. I'm not kidding. She said, I love that idea. And when I was with her, she was with all her executives that, underneath her.
But you weren't a designer.
I wasn't a designer, but I had an idea in my head.
Marketing.
Marketing. And I'm, being from Wisconsin, you'll know that there's one thing most people in Wisconsin have. They love sports, and they love sitting on a couch, and they love their Green Bay Packers, Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee Bucks, Wisconsin Badgers. They're very sports because it's cold. I said, this is what people would be wearing if they're watching TV.
Loungewear.
A loungewear, a couch potato.
But you call it slackerwear.
Slackerwear, right.
And what
because
slacker
I'm associated
is
with
what?
slacker.
Because it means...
Slacker is, I guess the definition of a slacker would be a person who is happy-go-lucky and just likes to watch TV and just likes to slack.
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing. It's sort of like a government job.
When were your TV shows? Like tailgating.
Tailgating's on still. It's on the Dish Network. Channel 6. I'm on Monday through Friday.
Oh, you are doing that?
4:30 to 5. 4:30 to 5:30. Every single day it's on Monday through Friday. I also have a show that's associated with the Film On Network, FOTV, and they rerun a show called Eye for an Eye, where I was the host of a corporate a court show.
So you, in a way, became a host at a lot of these charity events and a lot of different things, right?
Well, Joan, I was actually a host before this. I think people just...
you were.
I did things before the trial, but obviously I became famous because of a trial. But I did things before that. I've been a Screen Actors Guild card-carrying member for over 30-some years.
Because I don't think people knew that.
Yeah,
I think they thought you became famous at the trial and because of the trial.
Well, I did become famous at the trial, but like I said, I landed commercials before that. I did films before that. But people know me from the trial because it was blasted. It was in a year and a half.
Right.
They'd seen my face.
All over the world.
Yeah,
I was in Lexington, Kentucky, and you were in the bar there.
Oh, Lexington, Kentucky. Then I went to 4 Kentucky Derbys. I was a guest of the woman who throws the largest parties. And
I remember that. So you're an actor designing. Did you ever take acting lessons?
Oh, of course. I was in the academy for many, many years. Before the trial, a story that I tell, and people have heard this story before. Aaron Meyerson was a dear friend of mine. Aaron Meyerson produced a film called Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, right.
He gave me the script before it even came out.
Right.
I read for the part of Harry Dunn, which was Jeff Daniels. I got a screen test in with Rick Montgomery casting. That was in May 1994.
Wow.
Everything happened right then for my career. Everything shut down. So I was getting great auditions, and then the trial and the murders happened, and my life was sort of put on hold.
It did. It took a year and a half out of your life, didn't it?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. I tell people the only people that capitalized in this awful, awful trial are the media. They started 4 different networks.
Oh,
and it's
right.
really, it's them who are the cash cow. They saw it as, believe me, the families, there's no winner in that. It's a sad situation.
So tell me how you design. Did you take designing classes?
I didn't take a design
Nothing.
classes. I know what I like to wear. I
And
think
that's
that's design enough.
Okay,
I wore clothes.
so-
Rhonda said, what do you wear? What would you wear? I said, this is the material that I would never take off. We have bamboo rayon.
This
it's
is
almost
it?
like you're naked, Joan. Are you naked, Joan?
No, I'm not. I have clothes
Please.
on.
Joan, get some clothes on.
Is this it? Bamboo?
That's the bamboo rayon. You can feel that.
It
I know
feels
it's TV.
so light.
It is very light. It's that's our pajama wear, and you should give it a test drive in bed one night.
But this is great.
You should give it a test drive in
I'll
bed one
give
night.
it. But you know what's really great is Kato Potato.
Kato
It's
Potato's
such a
terrific.
great
well,
name.
It's good. I'm glad you said that. Kato Potato is our hang tag. You can see that's Kato Potato inside. The other idea I have in all my pants, you can see there's a washing instructions with the wash, and behind the washing instructions, there's also a great recipe for
what?
For like potatoes au gratin, anything you do for tailgate party.
But
we
the
have
other
dip,
thing-
cheese dip.
I love the thing
Kato's
you say
cheese dip.
when you're watching TV, they sit on a couch and you can eat anything that ends in an O, like rhymes with Kato Potato.
I have a pocket for Cheetos, Fritos, and Doritos. If it ends in O, wear Kato.
You have a pocket in there?
Yeah, I have a pocket. Well, look at this,
If
Joan.
it ends in an O?
Well, for your show, people watch TV remote. That's where it goes. I'm telling you, I'm one of those guys that I sit in the couch, I go, honey, where's the remote? Check your butt.
It's underneath.
No, here it is. Hey, quit butt channeling,
But-
changing those channels. But this is so it'll never be gone. Also for a cell phone, if you're on Netflix, anything fits. Zippers, I always lose change in the couch cushions. So it's
So you
stuff
don't
that I
have
would
to wear this on the couch. You can wear this out
oh,
to the gym, can't you?
Well, the gym, it's really inactive wear.
Oh, it's this is inactive wear. That's very good.
And by the way, on all my
Oh,
pants, you
you
see the word
can't wear
slacker.
it to the
I have the
gym.
K. It's backwards. And this is because of my life. I always said in life, you got to take a step back to move forward. And that's kind of been my life.
This is
so,
it, stepping back. But
Yeah.
this isn't the same fabric.
No,
This
this
is like
cotton.
more
Yeah,
absorbent,
this is the,
right?
You wear out. And you know what, Joan, I know you were saying, Kato, I like to lounge around in a robe. Well, I researched you, too, as much as
Oh,
you did
yes,
me.
uh-huh.
This is our robe, and you do not
I
have to
like
be a
this.
magazine mogul. It's also bamboo rayon. The word slacker is it's a hoodie.
It's. Oh, he's going to put it on.
I'll put it on for you, don't.
Okay.
No. I'll make believe that I just slept over at your house.
Okay. Jack was in the other room.
No, Jack wasn't there, honey.
Oh, he wasn't there at all. He wasn't even in the other room.
He wasn't there. Hey, baby.
So
Baby, coffee,
where-
creamer, hazelnut.
No.
No, I'm over here,
coffee.
Joan.
No.
Oh.
So do you wear these? Do you model when you have a show? When you go to these
I take
fashion
these in.
weeks?
I just got back from Philadelphia doing a show. I got back yesterday, and this was the talk of the conference I was at.
Well, I
And-
said you were a whirlwind when you went to these things, but do you
I-
wear your clothes there?
Yes, I wear them everywhere.
You wear 'em?
Yeah, I wear them to bed. I wear those.
No, I know you wear them to bed, but do you wear them out in public?
Yes, of course. I wear the shorts. This is
The
going to be.
shorts are great.
The shorts are right here. This pair is going to be on Dwight Howard. You know what he does? What's
Which one
Dwight
is he?
Howard?
Is he?
What's that mean?
I don't know what
That
does he
mean?
do.
Is he gay? What does
No.
that mean?
Does he bounce a ball?
I don't know. You're going like
Does he
this.
bounce
What
a
does that
ball?
mean?
Does he?
He does bounce a ball. He plays basketball.
That's what I thought. I was doing the
I
basket.
didn't know. I thought you were doing that.
No.
Joan.
These might fit me. These are going to fit Dwight Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard's 7 foot. I'm guessing that's a fit. He's pretty.
You're
he's got-
guessing?
Well, I do have another pair for him just in case.
So you do model and you do MC these charity events.
Yeah.
You have a lot of favorite charities though, and you
My-
really give a lot.
Well, I do, and my favorite charity, if I could say, is the
I
woman in
want
my
you to.
life. My girlfriend is Lena Wynn. She's the 3-time Emmy winner on KCAL and KCBS, the newscaster. Her charity is called Love Across the Ocean,
I've seen that.
and it's called Lato. When I first met her, I was on the red carpet. I said, Lato should meet Kato. And then
Kato,
it's a true story.
Lato,
Kato and
potato.
Lato. We've been together since that quite a long time now, and
So she
she's my
met
life
you.
changer.
She met you.
She met me.
And
we
what
met
do
each
they
other.
do across the?
Love Across the Ocean is that she actually, every cent she does for her charity, she builds homes for the underprivileged in Vietnam, or anybody that comes to Vietnam, she takes care of them here if they're visiting, from schooling.
Oh.
It's very big.
Is she Vietnamese?
She does. They buy cows, pigs. She has it on auctions. You can do all these things because it's very much. It's very
Teach
poor.
them what to do and then
Right,
let them
and
do it.
food is very scarce. She
Yeah.
takes care of it, and she's hands-on. She'll be going on a trip in June and July
I think-
herself to take care of the charity and the kids. She's amazing.
I think that's so great because I think when you buy an animal and give it to a family. It's really important. And Mr. Kato Potato, Kato Kaelin, thanks for being with us.
Joan Quinn, I'm a fan. You can't. My girlfriend's name is Lena Wynn. Joan Quinn, who's a win-win.
Okay, potato later. Well,
Slackers,
bye.
everybody. Oh, slackerware.com. Joan,
Slackerware.
you're pushing me away.
Goodbye.
No.
We'll be right back with Jade Johnson. She needs her time. It's Joan Quinn here, and welcome back to the Joan Quinn Profiles. We're taping at the Hollywood Museum, and our guest is singer-actress Jade Johnson, who was born and raised in Scottsdale, Arizona, and graduated from USC's School of Dramatic Arts. She has the lead role. She originated it, right?
Yes.
You originated. She originated the lead role and recorded in Hollywood, which is a new, fantastic musical. But let's talk about your path from Phoenix, Scottsdale, to Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
What brought you here?
It's been a journey. Well, USC is what brought me here. Fight on forever. I saw that you
Me too.
also went to USC.
And my husband.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, yes, that's what brought me here originally, and I have been here ever since, which has only been a year after I've graduated, and the journey has been mostly in theater.
Why did you choose SC? Because you must have applied to drama schools all over the country.
I did. Well, you know, it was nice and appealing to know that I would be close to home.
Right.
And also, I fell in love with USC's program. I fell in love with the campus. I fell in love with the people there and how they made me feel welcome.
What do we have? Dean Puzo?
Yes.
She's fabulous, isn't she?
is. Yeah, she's
And
wonderful.
the faculty?
Yes. And Jack Rowe, who was wonderful to me while I was there, and all of the teachers and all of the staff.
Did they make connections for you within the industry?
You know, they really did. It's true. USC's network is something else. But more so than that, being in shows and meeting the directors.
You were in a lot of shows.
I was. I was in 8.
That's a lot of shows, isn't it, for college?
I was in about 2 a semester, or 2 a year, I
Yeah,
would say. And
yeah.
then 1 year, I was in like 3.
Had you worked at all in Arizona?
Yes.
Oh, so you wanted to be an actress?
Oh, yeah.
Was
I
there
started-
acting in your family?
No. That's what everyone asks. Or does your mom or your dad sing? No.
Did you have a big family?
One other brother.
Oh.
He's older than I am.
But you wanted to be close to your mom
It
and
was
dad?
nice to be close to them. It was a nice option in addition to the fact that I loved USC.
And tell us what they teach in that school, because I've been wanting to talk to people who, a person who's gone to that school,
Yeah.
because I support it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Well, in my particular program, it was the BA program.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a wide array of options to choose what to study in particular because I came in as a singer and an actor.
Yeah, so you have all aspects there. What did you choose? I mean,
Well, I took some jazz classes out of the music program. I took some songwriting classes out of the music program, and then out of the acting program, I was basically on their general course. So I was in, beginners acting, then we went to intermediate and so
lighting
on and so forth.
Do you learn lighting?
I didn't take lighting,
But you
I
can?
took costuming.
Oh,
you
took-
can. That's
you
an
can take
option.
lighting, stage building.
Yes.
And you were on the stage. You were at the theater. And did you get to make any films?
I actually did only a couple short films. I didn't do any.
But so that's a
features there.
whole different
That's
part
a
of it.
whole other thing.
So you could be going there for 20 years and learning things, huh?
Yes,
Well,
I
tell me
could.
about the singing. Why does that come? I think it comes first.
It feels like it does. It feels like it does. And I don't know. I grew up in musical theater, so I got a good, balance of both.
In Arizona?
In Arizona.
And did you perform, or did you just go to watch?
When I got to USC, I had been in about 40 productions.
Oh, you had?
Yes,
So did you go to like an arts?
I did not, but I was always in a community theater show, and then when I was about 16, I started doing professional theater in Arizona.
Oh, you did? Oh, I see. So that were you taking singing lessons?
It's funny. Everyone always asks me that, and I didn't start until I was about 16, really taking it seriously.
But you have taken singing lessons.
Yes.
Do you
But
need
now I
it?
have,
Like you are the lead in this recorded in Hollywood. It's so great. Tell us
you.
the story. I know it's
Okay.
Dolphins of Hollywood.
Yes.
I love that,
Well,
John
it
Dolphin.
is a wonderful story about one of our lost heroes in this community in Los Angeles. His name is John Dolphin, and it's his story to fame in the music industry as a producer, and also as just an avid lover of music who supports other artists
He
on
had
their journey.
a shop
Yes.
that he sold records.
Yes.
And he also produced music there, right at the shop. He had a studio.
It was kind of an all-in-one.
And he tried to open a shop right here by the Hollywood Museum, right on Hollywood Boulevard. And they wouldn't take him,
And
right?
They wouldn't take him, no.
And this is in the play. I thought it was so great, the way
Yeah.
they handled it.
Thank you.
And so he just went back to South Central
Yeah.
and called it, recorded in Hollywood.
Yeah, Dolphins of Hollywood. Yes.
So who's directing it?
Denise Dowse, and she's wonderful.
Did she do the choreography too?
She did not. She helped with some of it. She assisted, but she didn't actually do
And
it.
did she know the dolphin story?
Yes. Oh, yes. She appeared to know it very well in the way that she, conveyed it to us and helped us conduct our own research.
Oh, that's what I wondered. How much did you research? How did you research that?
It's funny because Ruth Dolphin, which is the character I play and his wife, she's rather obscure online. You don't find much about her.
Because he was such a big character.
Because she was kind of his support system, but in secret, it seems.
But you get agitated a little bit with what's going on.
I do.
And why is that?
Because, it's the classic case of a woman really supporting a strong, slightly arrogant, but wonderfully arrogant, as she says in the play way.
And we're talking about the 50s.
Yes.
So it was a different mentality.
But it was different. And then he goes off and he gets a little comfortable and starts, cheating. And she is not happy with it. And of course has to reel him back in.
But she's there. She's strong, isn't she?
She's very strong.
And how did you draw that? Because you have to act strong, but you also have to act like you're his support system.
The writing did a lot for me.
Tell us about the theater. Where is it?
It's over on Santa Monica and Lillian Way.
It's called the Lillian. Is it called the Lillian Theater?
On Theater Row.
Okay, and it's a very small theater.
Yes.
And you have a huge cast.
Yes.
How big is that cast?
They have 18 people.
That's a lot. And how did you learn? What did you learn about making this look like such a big show in such a small theater? Because at one time you're all on stage, aren't you?
Yes. A couple of times, I think, in the show we were all on stage,
right.
Especially when we had those big scenes in the actual shop.
Right.
What was your question exactly?
What are the tricks of actually working on that small stage?
It's funny because I think that this is just, a lot of credit should be given to Denise. We didn't have to acclimate much from our rehearsal space into the actual space.
Because you enter from different spots. You enter from where we come into the theater, right?
Yes.
She has you moving all over. Does she do it or does the choreographer do it?
No, she does it. All the milling that the ensemble members do and even the leading actors do, she constructed, yes.
What about the music?
The music? Well, Stefan, he actually arranged it. And Andy Cooper, he wrote it. And I've just been so amazed, even just remembering and reminding myself that it's all new music.
It's all new music.
Yeah, there's a couple of songs that are from, the period, but I mean, for the most part.
But do you sing those songs that are from the period, or are they just in the background?
The songs that I sing are new songs.
They're all new songs. And you have an ensemble, which is on stage.
Yes.
What is that?
What is that?
Who are they?
We have 4 women who play my sisters, they play teens, they play seductresses, they play all types of characters. And then
so those are 4 different people.
Yes.
Who are your support system.
Yes.
Are they your
sisters? Well, I'm
sisters?
also their support system too. We're all supporting each other, honestly, in this one. Yes.
And then you have a little band.
Yeah.
So tell us about that too. That was pretty amazing.
Awesome. They brought a whole other just color to the show. We really needed that. And they really just they play the feel of the time.
Because it's live music.
Yes.
It's a keyboard, a drummer.
We have a bass player, a drummer.
Yeah, that really added a lot. during the day, what do you do? Do you go to auditions?
Yes, I do
You
that.
do?
I do. And then I'm
What do you do?
also-
What kind of auditions do you go to?
You know, the majority that I've been on in the past year have been theater auditions.
To
Which I've
stage work,
liked.
right?
Stage work, yes. And film and TV auditions too. And I'm looking to start doing some commercial auditions.
Have you done any commercials yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't
you're
auditioned for any commercials
But
yet.
you're so new, right?
Yeah, I'm new.
You're very new.
Fresh face.
And the reason I say singing seems to take over is because you're a vocalist. Have you published under your own name? What have you done?
have.
Tell us about that.
I actually have a project that's out right now. It's called Time, Space, and Sound. I wrote the entire thing lyrically, and musically I had some help with a man named Garrett White, who's an award-winning engineer, and we just created this sound, and that's been the majority of the work that I've done outside of the theater is songwriting.
Have you written? You've written it.
Yes.
You've written the music. So what kind of lyrics are they?
You know, they're pop songs.
So no
So-
lyrics?
No.
No lyrics.
This particular project is about a girl who is traveling through her own psyche to figure out how she loves the way that she loves and why she loves the way that she loves. And it has the background of a pop feel to it.
Do you have a special way that you preserve your voice?
Vocal rest is great.
This is not vocal rest, is it?
This is a
because you
vocal
perform what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Friday,
twice?
Saturday, Sunday.
Only once on Sunday.
Only once on Sunday.
But you're doing it 4 times a week.
Yes.
And you're auditioning, and you're doing your own label.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, God gets me through lots of sleep, eating well, exercise, of course.
Do you
and
still
just
take
staying
classes?
focused. I don't. I'm not in a class currently.
You don't take any classes? You go to exercise? You go to singing? You go to acting?
It's something that, you know, people are like, okay, time to get in class, time to get into class. And I'm listening. It's time.
You talked about that you took costuming. Did you help with the costumes? Because they're all 50s, right?
Yes. No, I did not help at all. And Miss Milet is incredible.
And who did the costuming?
Miss Milet?
And do you wear wigs?
I do wear wigs. I wear 3 different wigs in the show.
And how do you get them on and off so fast?
Well, they have to braid up all of this hair.
Yeah.
And then there's a wig cap, and then it's just a quick, you know, we have people helping us, and it's just a sweep off and a sweep on, pin here, pin there.
And that's it?
And then we're
And
on.
what styles were they? I forgot what they were.
Oh,
One
no,
was
it's-
waved.
The first one is a short bang with kind of a flip up here, and the second one was a very short look, and it was surprising to me because I was like, I didn't know I could wear short
Does
hair.
that make you older and older?
Older and older, and the last
As
one
you-
is a bang, but it's a silvery
It's more
color.
silvery, yeah, right. I couldn't believe you were so young when I saw you because you have that presence on stage, and I'm so happy you came for this interview.
Thank you. I'm so happy to have been here. It's so
Thanks,
nice meeting
Jade
you.
Johnson, and thanks